However, at that same meeting with the judge said, he could change the date if the attorneys and PDD wanted to. And they do. They said, okay, they would like to actually have the sentencing done earlier so that he could start his time and be out to continue his life, because you have a lot of people waiting on him and depending on him to come home. At that same hearing, the defense attorneys said that there was a lot of things that they weren't able to submit to the court. Like, for instance, just before he got arrested, that he was in New York, P. Diddy was in New York seeking to enter what's called a batterer's intervention program. And I went and Googled that, and it says the purpose of the batterer intervention program is to provide an additional disposition for the court or mandating agency for men who appear as a result of their acts of domestic violence. So they're trying to prove to the court that he was trying to do better and to address what was going on. But yet we hear one of the sex workers testify that after Diddy did that apology video that went viral on social media, that same night or a couple of nights after that, he was back to doing, what he was doing. But as they say, he was just living a swingers lifestyle. And from the testimony that we hear, we see that the ladies, some of them were into it, but according to the prosecutors, they only did it because they were financially dependent on Diddy. And the psychologist says, once you get into that headspace, it's hard to come out. But I'm digressing. So what's supposed to happen is now on July 8th, which is tomorrow, the judges have to come, the prosecutors and the defense have to come in front of the judge and give a good reason why Diddy should be sentenced earlier than October 8th.